Welcome. I'm Dave Diamond. Thanks for joining us at Stock Investor Daily. And today we have a special interview with Marijuana Company of America, ticker symbol MCOA. The company has strategically placed itself as one of the leaders in providing CBD products associated with legal cannabis and the hemp industry. The company offers investors the opportunity to be at the forefront of innovation in the legal cannabis and industrial industries. Now, MCOA's vertically integrated business model provides its companies and partners with the best opportunities for rapid growth. The company believes it is their attention to detail in producing premium products and adhering to the best business practices that distinguishes MCOA among the leaders of cannabis products in the global marketplace. Now, with us today is Jesus Quintero, CEO, CFO, and chairman of the board at Marijuana Company of America. Also, Robert Heimers, strategic consultant. Marco Guerrero, board member and VP of LATAM. Paula Vetter, who is a holistic nurse practitioner, certified herbalist, and medical advisor. Let's go to our interview. Robert, thanks so much for joining us along with everyone else. I guess I need to talk to you first. First question, since you're really informative on the MCOA product, based on the fact that you've been there since inception, we're talking about 2015. Company has actually got about 60,000 shareholders right now. Company's been going through an R&D phase over the last couple of years since its inception. You've also had a number of different issues as far as financings go that you've been working on that have been challenges for the company. Give us a little bit of a backstory on MCOA, and also, the reason why you brought Jesus into the picture and have him running the company now.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Dave. Again, my name is Robert Heimers. I'm one of the co-founders of MCOA, and currently I'm a strategic advisor to the company. And I'm really pleased to say that MCOA had a fantastic year in 2020. We're excited about what's happening in Washington and some of the legalities going on in various states. So it's a very exciting time for MCOA to be breaking out from some of the legacy issues and overhang that it's had in the past. So really good timing. Just to take you through some of the history of the company, at its inception in 2015, when we started the company, it was very early on, one of the first cannabis public companies. Actually, the founder and CEO, Don Steinberg, was the founder of the first marijuana public company, Medical Marijuana Inc., almost a decade ago. And so then he had an idea of starting a multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing-based business around the CBD sector, which was in its infancy at the time. So we started the Hemp Smart brand and marketed through an affiliate marketing model. And we thought that would be a great way of creating a grassroots way of introducing CBD and all the health benefits to the market. So that was the idea. And then we also diversified into other sectors related to cannabis to see how it worked out. So there was kind of a trial and error phase, or what you could refer to as the R&D phase, for the first couple of years to see what worked and what was a good fit for the company. During the course of that, though, the company took on some debt. Some of that debt may have had some toxic features, and some of the deals that debt went towards weren't able to fully materialize. So that created a little bit of an overhang for the company. For instance, there were a couple of joint ventures. One of them was a farm in Washington. Another one was another hemp farm in the state of Oregon. And there were some issues relating to those farms. They never were able to materialize and reach their business objectives. So here we are stuck with debt. We're not having a corresponding benefit. So it created a little bit of an overhang. And then the company tried to start a delivery business called Viva Buds last year, and that also had some operational issues and required a great deal of overhead and infrastructures, so that had to be unwound. So when the dust settled, we're left with Hemp Smart as the core operating segment of the business, and we wanted to focus in on that one core operations. So there was a big overhaul and change in management in December of 2019, and that's when Jesus went from being just a CFO to taking the driver's seat and becoming the CEO, president of the company, and taking the company in a different direction. And it was sort of a radical change, a big paradigm change in terms of the culture of the company and the direction of the company. He took a very conservative approach in terms of limiting the overhead, downsizing the headcount, and streamlining our focus directly on the Hemp Smart brand. And so he's done a great job at pivoting from the legacy model of just the multi-level marketing to more of a direct to retail marketing model. And that's really opened the door to more upside. He's also looking at penetrating some foreign markets, becoming an early entrant into markets in South America, introducing CBD. So there's a lot more upside there since the U.S. market is saturated. And done a great job identifying some M&A target acquisitions that are operational already, so that there's more top line revenue with MCOA. So he's done a really good job at that. And one of the things that you're probably thinking as a shareholder is what's different now than before. We've heard a lot of good things. We've heard a lot. We're going to do something different this time. Here's another newsletter, another press release. But what really is fundamentally different with the plan now versus the past? And I will say that there's a clear distinction with retiring legacy debt. The company was able to get an S1 registration statement with the SEC that went effective a few months back. And so now they have the wherewithal to retire some of that legacy debt that's variably priced with a discount at a fixed price. And so that's less dilutive to the shareholders. They're also able to raise capital that's necessary for expansion with less dilutive features. All of that is going to be a benefit to you as a shareholder and to the market value of the company. So now the company has the tools it needs. It has the management team that I believe it needs, and the marketing model and the business model. And so we have all the tools that we need to execute the business plan and to move forward. I think it's a new day for MCOA. I think that the timing is perfect with the regulatory climate, and I couldn't be more happy with Jesus Quintero's management style for the company. So all of that's positive.
Excellent, Robert. Well, we're going to talk to Marco shortly about Brazil and Latin America. But before we do that, we need to talk to Jesus. I mean, Jesus, you came into the company, you took over the reins, I believe it was December 2019. It totally turned the company around from a 180-degree position where you are, taking it to the next level right now. I mean, tell us a little bit about what your philosophy is and what's the strategy for success.
Well, thank you very much, first of all, Dave, for giving the company the opportunity to tell our story. This is historic for us because MCOA has been an R&D company for the past few years. In fact, we've been a little bit of a Pandora's box because nobody even knew who was inside the company. We've never really found ourselves engaged with the communities out there, with the markets in terms of who we are as an identity. One of the things that I wanted to do in coming on board is to create an identity for this company and create a culture. We've been an R&D company. We've shifted that to a marketing company, to a product-driven company. We consider ourselves a visionary and scientifically driven hemp CBD corporation. And, we consider ourselves an industry leader in premium CBD products with proprietary botanical ingredients that create credibility and safety as a perception to our customers. What our goal is, Dave, is more than the dollars and cents. It's about our products being able to make an impact on the lives of people. How do we do that? Our products scientifically are driven so that they actually enhance and can improve the human body. And our medical advisor, Paula Vetter, will tell you more about that. But we had to go through some challenges. We had to change the way we walked and the way we talked. We were no longer R&D. We were more about entering the markets, presenting ourselves, getting our products out there so consumers can use them to their benefit. The pandemic, of course, thwarted everybody back, but we continued steady and we continued to present our products. And our products actually helped some people out there that have COVID in its own different way. And for us, that was a win-win. It wasn't so much about the sales and the profits. It was about how we impact in the market, how we affect people. And we consider ourselves a people company. We had a lot of legacy debt, like Robert talked about. We were able to address that and concentrate on that. And we've gone through some struggles financially as the markets were tough. And being a company that with legacy debt, they presented many different challenges. But we worked hard. We worked with relationships. And one of the things that I brought to the company is the idea of working with partners, not with customers, not with vendors, but with partners, people that we all work together. We all have skin in the game so we can all be successful for the purpose of making the world a better place. That is who we are. We're about credibility. We're about our success is measured by how many people we can help with the products we have. And we're very proud of our products. And we Our products are very unique in our minds. We do many things that other competitors do not do. Every competitor tests their products. We actually double test our products. Yes, we spend the extra money, are willing to see lower margins because credibility means more than anything else. So our products that leave our house never come back because everyone loves them. And we want to continue that trend. And we want to be able to keep that credibility and respect. And that's what we're doing as we try to venture into new markets. It's not about how much money we make, which of course is always part of our thinking. But first priority is how can we help society? That is our goal. We want to be able to make a difference in the lives of people. And it's been tough. It's a struggle, but I'm happy and I'm very proud to have the opportunity to be elected by my board to be able to represent the company. I can tell you that I've been through more things than any CFO would be, but I definitely have learned a lot. I have a lot of great support. Robert Heimer's his contribution is priceless. There's no measurement on that. My interactions with my medical advisor, Paula Vetter, is beyond anything you could measure in terms of dollars and cents. And my relationship with Marco Guerrero in Latin America is just historic, and it's going to make a historic mark as we start venturing out there in the markets.
That's a great kind of segue, so to speak, Jesus, talking about some of the other segments. Obviously, going from the R&D phase into the phase now, the next level, we're talking more about a revenue generating phase that the company's going into, coming out of R&D. And Latin America seems to be a key market for you. Marco, welcome aboard here to the conversation and talk about the entrance into Brazil and Latin America. Is there CBD demand actually in Brazil? And how does the Brazilian culture actually view CBD?
Okay, well, thanks, Dave. Well, I'd say we're very excited about HempSmart entrance into Latin America and Brazil. First and foremost, because it's a brand new territory for high quality CBD. And some of these countries in the region are still to be opened. Brazil, for example, regulated the purchase of CBD back in December 2019 and has a total population around 212 million people. So we see great potential. As far as CBD demand, yes, definitely there is demand for CBD in Brazil. Since its regulation, again, we've seen many efforts being made towards educating the population on its therapeutical applications through lectures and seminars. We still do see, though, some bureaucracy involved in the purchase of CBD, but we strongly believe this should be overcome in the near future.
Marco, one last question for you. As far as the strategy goes, can you kind of go in a little bit of detail as far as what the marketing strategy is?
Sure. And actually, sure, Dave. I think you asked a question about how the Brazilian culture sees CBD. So I'd like to expand on that as well. So differently from the US, where CBD has already been established and you see a large industry in place, in Brazil, CBD is the next big thing, right? So the use of CBD for therapeutical purposes, more specifically wellness, is becoming very popular in high society circles. Moreover, CBD is considered trendy by the Brazilian millennials and as alternative for most of the pharmaceutical drugs found today in this market. And our marketing strategy, talking about CBD specifically, is to look among those players in Brazil that legally sell their products in the country, because there are a few who do not sell it legally. So this is important to mention that the quality CBD here is something rare, because the informal market is still around. So among those players, they're all focused on medical application with products containing high CBD concentration and many times mixed with THC, which end up being very expensive. HempSmart doesn't have that approach. Due to our CBD concentration, our drops, for instance, cannot be considered medicine, but instead a nutritional supplement that can help with minor levels of anxiety, insomnia, and pain, for example. So our focus is not on the public who needs CBD to treat a specific disease, which in fact ends up to be a small fraction of the population. But instead, the average individual who is looking for optimal wellness, going from athletes to homemakers, from corporate executives who sometimes live very stressful lives, to millennials. So this is pretty much the strategy, I'd say.
Interesting. When we're talking about CBD, you kind of mentioned it, Marco, and I want to kind of go over here to Paula real quick. Talking about education, I know I've talked to Jesus about that in the past. Education being really important when it comes to CBD and getting consumers to understand what it is, how it works. Paula, you're in medicine, you're a nurse practitioner, an herbalist. Give us an overview of what is CBD, and then tell us specifically. I know Jesus talked about the products from MCOA being double tested. What's the quality of the products? How do you see the products stack up against the competition? And what is CBD?
Great questions, Dave. Thanks so much. And I've been with HempSmart since its inception and helped with the formulation of some of the products. And CBD has become a real buzzword. No pun intended there. CBD is one of 400 components that come from the hemp plant. Number one, it is not marijuana. It is not psychoactive like the THC that we see in marijuana. So CBD cannot get you high. It can't make you fail a drug test. But what a lot of people don't realize is that our bodies are hardwired to use CBD. We have a specialized system called the endocannabinoid system. It's a 50-cent word, but it's just like the respiratory system or the immune system. But the endocannabinoid system is literally the operating system of the human body. And it has three very important functions. Number one, it regulates all of our hormones. That's the sex hormones, the adrenal hormones that regulate our response to stress, and also the thyroid hormone that controls our energy and our appetite and our metabolism. So all hormones are regulated by that endocannabinoid system. The second thing the system does is it regulates our brain chemistry. So all of the neurotransmitters in the brain that regulate restful sleep and attention and focus and memory and concentration and mood, all of those are controlled by the endocannabinoid system and by CBD. The third thing, and maybe most importantly, is CBD affects the endocannabinoid system when it comes to balancing inflammation in every cell of our body and regulating the immune system. So while it's not legal in this country to say that CBD is a treatment for any disease, if you look at regulating all hormones, regulating all of our brain chemistry, regulating inflammation in the immune system, we're talking about making the human body more resilient and resistant against every health challenge on the planet. So in a nutshell, CBD improves the wellness of every man, woman, and child, regardless of your state of health or wellness, whether you're looking to get healthier or just to maintain that health. We all want more focus and memory and recall and better sleep and better mood and be able to handle stress and immune system attack on a daily basis. So there are because people are becoming more aware of CBD, lots of entrepreneurs are looking at the marketplace. One of the things people need to know is that one of the benefits of hemp to the environment is that it cleans the soil. Hemp is great for the planet because it pulls toxins like herbicides and pesticides and heavy metals out of the soil. The problem is that all ends up in the hemp plant. So you better know where your hemp's coming from. At HempSmart, we're unique. As Jesus mentioned, we double test. We not only test our own products, but we have an independent, scientifically registered laboratory validate the purity, potency, and integrity of all of our products. So we use not just the CBD that's in hemp, there are other complementary cannabinoids and other phytochemicals and antioxidants that work synergistically with the hemp. So at Hemp Smart, we truly are Hemp Smart along with CBD. We use other components of the hemp that Mother Nature put there for a reason. We double test all of our products so we know that what's in them and just as importantly, what's not in them, so that our clients are getting real results that they can feel from a brand that they know that they can trust.
Jesus, we talked about a lot of information on the company here in this interview, everything from the backstory to your philosophy and strategy success, Marco over in Latin America, Brazil, and the strategy over there. And then obviously, the products themselves from Paula and the background, the educational story on CBD. Anything else you'd like to add for the shareholders that are actually in the company right now? And I'm sure we got plenty of prospective investors actually watching us right now as well.
Sure. One thing I would want to say, it's a very exciting time in our company for many reasons. I think based on this interview, you see that our company is not one-dimensional, it's multidimensional. We have strategic advising, we have a medical advisor about the products, and we have international presence as well and operational guidance. So our company is now becoming what's called a conglomerate. We're stretching ourselves and we're going out there. The first purpose, like I said, is to have vision. We want to grow this organization. We want to be able to take our company and really expand the globe and make a difference in different countries. One of the things that, from a financial perspective, that makes it more cost effective is the idea of us creating presence in each individual country we work in. And that way our costs can be compatible with the cost of living in each country. Ergo, we can be affordable to many different people out there in different countries who probably could not afford it at US prices. That is something we're very conscious of for the purpose of expansion. And we're very excited. We feel we have a lot of vision. In all that we're doing something that I'm not sure was ever a focus in our past, and that is now a focus on our future, improving shareholder value. We want our shareholders to see us working for them. Okay, we want to work for them so that they can see that they didn't make a mistake investing and following us, because we're going to prove to everyone that we are going to make a difference as an organization, not just from a marketing perspective, but also from an investment perspective. And we're very proud of that. And, every day is an important day for us because it gives us a chance to make a difference.
Well, it definitely sounds like MCOA, Marijuana Company of America, is definitely taking the next step to the next level. Jesus, Robert, Marco, and Paula, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Dave.
Again, thank you all for joining us today. Now, if you'd like more information on the company, it's Marijuana Company of America, Inc., ticker symbol MCOA, and the website. You can go over to their corporate website at marijuanacompanyofamerica.com. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you like so you don't miss out on any future Stock Investor Daily updates. For Stock Investor Daily, I'm Dave Dunn.